Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play the Secrets of Grindea. In this episode I'm going to be starting off this new ancient temple type thing. And oh look, more jar pottery things to destroy, crystal shard, or crystal crumbs, crystal jar shards. Very nice indeed. I'm going to enjoy selling them. Cutscene. Probably one of my favorite cutscenes. But one of many dungeon rules, don't fiddle with suspicious machinery. We're here for the loot, not science. Turn that thing off. Did I stutter? I said turn it off, not moron. I like this little ding at the end of it. Huge door with 3 magical locks. What would warrant such protection but an item of unfathomable value? I knew starting this thing up was a good call. Let's go and find a way through that door, kid. So basically, he's like, hey, don't do that thing. And then I accidentally did the thing. And he's like, yeah, you did the thing. What? We're flying? I guess extreme wealth seldom comes without a fight. Draw your sword, boy. So basically, I have activated the flying fortress rather than the ancient temple. And wow, I'm actually kind of surprised at how much damage it took to kill that guy. But anyways, I must venture right first. And go over here and stuff. And oh look, enemies! Which again, I'm actually kind of interested and intrigued by how much damage they're able to take before dying. But obviously it's not that much damage because I can still kill them pretty quickly and without much struggle. But anyways, I don't believe there's anything over there to the right. Pretty sure I've checked that already. But I was thinking at first, oh, I'm gonna rush through this dungeon and get it done in 15 minutes. And then I remembered there's a lot of reading in this one. Date 7/8/076. We were approached by the council today. They want our help in fighting Farmamera. I am not surprised, but it makes me no less anxious. Aline agrees, the sweet girl. She's worried about her family down below, and not for no reason. Professor Pine. Did I say Pine or Pine? I meant Pine. Anyways, so basically there's this monster out there called Farmamera, and I'm just going to completely ignore the enemies right there because I'm going to be stuck there fighting them forever if I keep fighting them. Let's read this. Welcome to Combat Training Module Perfect Guard. A Perfect Guard is performed when you block an attack with your shield at the last moment. A Perfect Guard reduces shield damage by 50% and can sometimes have special effects when used against certain attacks. If you use a skill right after a Perfect Guard, it will automatically charge to silver level. If you use a basic attack, it will be a guaranteed critical strike. Progress in the training course is denied until you have, progress in the training course is denied until you have proven you can handle this technique. Please stand on the plate to begin your test. Your goal is perfect guard the projectile. So basically I stand here, and then it shoots a thing at me, and then I perfect guard it back. And huzzah! That's it. Very easy. I did not need to practice that very much. But let's see what it says. Date 12/08/76. We started 2 experiments today. One goes by the codename Phaseman, the other Gundam. Phaseman is our best bet, and the fastest to build. Hopefully it'll be enough, but Farmamera is not to be underestimated. Professor Pine. From the Pines family. That's not the button I meant to press. I'm going to turn it off for the moment, and then charge it up again, just to be sure that it's like at max power or whatever. And then let's go see what this thing is over here. Totally not expecting a boss fight. Oh no, what is that? It's database match. Entry, sentient container. Allegiance, Farmamera. Action, immediate termination. Unlock weapons. Combat set protocol. So basically, he thinks we're a bad guy. Tactical assault robot, but... oh, dang, I just realized something that I'm not going to mention. But, I am going to just completely destroy this guy. Wow! Wow, okay, I was not expecting it to actually be that easy. Wow. Okay. Cool. Okay. So that was a very, very easy boss that I will have to fight again and show you how not easy he is. You got the phase shift skill. This allows you to use phase plates to teleport to places where you haven't been before. To activate the ability, stand on phase plate and press the Z button. If you hit an obstacle, you'll return to the place of origin. So yeah, he was supposed to be a difficult boss and stuff, but apparently not. Apparently not. Molecular phasing. Few contest that our phase shifting technology is the most relevant find this facility has ever come up with. In short, any object or person that has been treated with phase imprint can use a phase plate to turn into a data stream of protons. Upon arrival at a connected plate, the data will be used to reassemble the object to its original form. The applications for this are, to say the least, legion. The only limiting factor we're currently struggling with is that the plates are far too heavy to be easily transported. If the phaseman construct performs to specifications, however, it should be able to phase completely on its own. That's why phaseman can phase everywhere wherever he wants, which you didn't really get to see that much. Any cutscene thing after that, or just boop, lights, ding? I think that's it. No, yeah, no talking. But, did I already read this? Yeah, Farmer Mara, blah blah blah. Break these jars to get the things that'll get me money later. I just walk into it. I don't know. But, let's fight these enemies that are in my way. Even though I could just walk right by them, but, you know, might as well kill them. And then, oh look, it's a big bird thing. Why did he run away from me like that? You would think that he'd be a little bit less of an issue than Phaseman, but Phaseman really wasn't much more of an issue than that was. But anyways, here's this faceplate thingy. That's wrong button. Huzzah, I got a painting of the Flying Fortress. Clearly that is a very important historical artifact that I need to preserve and whatnot. But anyways, let's continue on. Did I read this? We live in dark times. The Master Collector has finally gone mad. Rumors speak of entire villages ruined, hundreds dead. This used to be a peaceful research facility, but for how long? I fear the grim days are ahead of us. Professor Pine. I don't actually remember reading that. Very interesting. Anyways, let's fight and stuff. Because this is a portion where they're actually like, oh hey, there's enemies that you must defeat in order to progress and stuff. But again, they're not very difficult. Considering my amazing basic attack power capabilities, which of course there are probably other builds or moves and stuff that are more powerful, like a flamethrower or something like that, but I feel like this is the most practical. Let's see. I'm trying to use my, whatchamacallit, oh no, it's got a shield because of this guardian. I'm trying to use my my counter on it, but it's a bit of a difficult enemy to use a counter on because of its attack patterns. But that's fine, because I am healthy enough to withstand the attacks. But anyways, let's see, that's also taking down Brawlerbot. And these things, you may have noticed one or two before in the episodes, but I have no idea how to interact with these things. I really have no idea how to make it grow and to get to that treasure chest. I have a feeling it's just something that's not implemented yet. Date 230876. He ruined another village today. 45 dead, and the Lion sister was among them. We must stop him. She tells me with tears in her eyes. Neither of us can believe that man was once the greatest collector of us all, Professor Pine. The Phaseman experiment is progressing well. The blueprints for Gundam arrived as well, but the design worries me. There is a limit to how much power a human should possess, and Farmer Mara is proof of that. I feel like Farmer Mara is the Master Collector, which I think is very interesting. Oh, dude, I just thought of another thing that might possibly be a thing. But anyways, I don't want to potentially give spoilers if I'm right. But the Phaseman proved failure. He is much weaker than we had anticipated, and Farmer Mara grows in strength with every living soul he consumes. Several council members have already died. Gundam is now our only hope. So apparently, from what I can gather, from what I'm assuming, or hold on, projectile avoidance in accordance to a standard security protocol concerning rogue AI, a simple test course has been installed for training against long-distance attacks. Although victory in a direct confrontation with either Gundam or Phaseman is unrealistic for civilians, only a few hours of training could increase escape chance by 10 to 20 times. Yeah. So basically, just avoid the lasers and stuff, which isn't really that difficult. Wow. Wow. Okay, I died. I was about to be like, oh, it's not that difficult, and it's not like it does much damage when you get hit anyways, and then I died. So that happened. Okay, let's try to not die this time. Oof, totally destroyed my shield. But yeah, that was not as hard as I was making it out to be. But totally, did that on purpose, right? Yeah, totally. There's only me and a line now. There's only me and a line remaining on the facility. Most left the day after Phase Man failed. There's no hope for us here, they said. We fight on, Align and I. We keep building Gundam and pray to the gods that we'll be strong enough. Anyways, more reading. We've based the Phase Man design on the recon robots utilized in the past. We've fitted it with the amplification crystals similar to those found on the Guardians and programmed it to fire a variety of photon rounds. In combination with its mobile phase shift engine, the energy requirements are immense while the space for power cores is very limited. Thusly, the components are tremendously expensive, and mass production will be out of reach for the next 15 to 20 years. A council member approached today. The world is burning, he said. The world is indeed burning. The smoke lies thick around us, an ominous sign. The Gundam is a complete departure from anything that this facility has researched or built before. Its theoretical potential in battle is frightening, while the non-combat applications are virtually non-existent. Apart from 6 rocket batteries capable of tracking targets with an error margin of less than 20 centimeters, we've also fitted it with the latest laser cannon model, Final Spark. The only current structural weakness is that the power core housing might take heavy damage if heavy force is applied to the robot's head. Due to the recent scares regarding power crystal shortages, new guidelines from the Council requires us to optimize our use of energy. As part of this effort, the facility will unpower all levitation crystals after Gundam has been completed and remain on the ground for at least 10 years. Hopefully the research can continue as before within a few months from landing. There hasn't been a word from the Council for such a long time. Align fears they're all dead. Perhaps it's just her and me alone among the clouds, the only ones alive. It wouldn't be so bad, except for Farmer Mara lurking far below in the burning lands. While much of the world's secrets have been unveiled with the help of modern science, some things continue to elude us, cards in particular. A popular theory is that they are materialized insight, that fighting the same creature to the point of complete understanding may create a physical representation. But why then does carpenters not get showered with hammer cards, nor fishermen with fish cards? An interesting thing to note is that, though all the wars and strife in human history, not once has a human card been observed. It's our hope to one day be able to harness and synthesize the great power cards possessed, but for now it seems to remain out of our reach. It does a lot of good stuff, a lot of good writing and background lore and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. But anyways, oh no, what's this? Ah, bird. What will I ever do? Oh no, what horror. But anyways, did I already read this one? Yeah, I already read that one. Yeah, okay. So now I shall go right. Because this is a puzzle that was really difficult the first time that I did it. It took me a long time, but it actually is not as bad as you might think. Move this over, I believe, there. And then move that there. Down, over, up, left. There we go. Because then those mirrors reflect you around. So yeah, it took me a while the first time I did it, but obviously now that I've already done it before, it's just pretty simple. What's this? Phase reflection. After extensive testing, we finally asserted the molecular falloff from reflection is 0%. In other words, mirrors could in theory be used to alter the course of phasing. Clever placement of reflective surfaces may allow bypassing of obstacles. Very true. There's lots of jars to break and stuff. Yay! And it looks like I'm breaking it just by walking to it. Gundam is completed. The only thing missing is a power source. That is what scares me, though. A source that powerful would have to be in danger of itself, or have to be a danger in itself. Combining it with a highly advanced weapon, it gives me the chills. Alliance says it is what is needed to take Farmer Mara down. She is right. It has to be done. But let's see. Chicken plushie and money. And a damage potion times 3, interesting. And a cyber jar shard. I think I might actually use that damage potion later though, not right now, because I'm about to fight a boss, which is probably a good time to actually use the damage potion to increase my damage output. But clearly I can just keep attacking the sentry and just, huzzah, I win. Yeah, these bosses are not very difficult once you've grinded as much as I have, which honestly was not very much. Align is dead. Gundam was strong, too strong, and now she's dead. My sweet Align, gone. Forever gone. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm actually trying to do a little bit better actual like voice acting stuff, but I'm not exactly confident or happy with my voice acting skills. So if you have any complaints, feel free to just let me know that I'm just not a good voice actor. But anyways, this door has been opened. Huzzah! So now I can progress even more so and stuff. I'm just going to completely ignore that bird. And these brawler bots, because like I've already said, I'm more higher level than I need to be at this point. So let's continue on up until this next room, and then over here, and then before I actually get in there, let's equip an item, the damage potion, because I'm actually interested in trying it out. I don't think I've ever actually used it before. So let's see how it goes. Let's read this. It's been many years since I last set foot here. That time almost seems like a dream to me now. An entire world destroyed. A lion died that day as well, at the hand of our creation. Enough people have lost their lives. The council asked me to seal this artifact with the rest of our horrific inventions. I can sense a dark power surrounding it, and again I feel that certain things are not meant for humans to behold. Now a chapter comes to an end, yet I still miss you, Align. Professor Pine. Oh boy, this should be fun. Even though I've already beaten it before, technically, but during my 1,000 years of captivity, not once did I doubt my savior would be the greed of humans. At last, the time is nigh for artifacts to rule mankind. This is another evil artifact thing, in case you're wondering. And by another, I mean the first one. The ancient weapon, Gundam. More like Gundam, alright? Anyways, lots of missiles and fists and attacking things and stuff, and boom. And then use the potion to see how much damage I can do. I know I'm supposed to get off this thing, but nice! One cycle. Technically, if I had been a bit faster, I could have avoided taking damage. But dude, I just one cycled this boss. Like a boss. Like just it feels great. Feels great to be that powerful. And again, like I really did not farm very much. Maybe 15-20 minutes or so. And then after that short time of grinding, this build is already powerful enough to do that. And again, I'm on normal difficulty, so it kind of makes sense or whatever, but I just destroyed that guy. And I completely forgot to pay attention to time. And I feel like this is probably like a 30-minute episode, but curse it all, my new won freedom is thwarted by a snot-nosed child. My vessel was badly chosen. To bring this world to its knees, I'll need something more befitting my limitless power. For exposing the deficiencies of this metal golem, I have a generous proposition for you. Become my slave and carry me through this pathetic world in search for a new vessel, and I shall spare your life. Find a sidekick of your own amulet. This one already has a master. A fellow sentient artifact. Perhaps fortune shines upon me after all. A king will need generals. Lofty ambitions for a mere possession. That string of yours still bears the smell of your owner's neck. Owner? Nonsense! How can a slave own his master? Your long vacation has made you senile, it seems. Oh well. Looks like this place hid some real juicy loot after all, kid. Let's bring this thing back to the Collector's HQ. I'm expecting great rewards. Dare not speak of me as some mere rabby drop. Your laughable delusions end here, peasants! Let me show you the true power of an artifact deity! What? Ah well, enough fun for one day. Let's get back to Evergrind. I hope you haven't forgotten how to use your teleportation device. Just go into the map section of the menu, select your destination, and press Z to summon a teleport. I like that he's all like, oh, I'm super powerful, I'm going to destroy you all. Then I can just pick him up and, okay, he's dead. Or not dead, but I mean, like, he's disarmed. So, yeah, this is about a 20-minute episode, so a bit longer than usual, but, why not? Makes sense, sort of, I guess. I don't know. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.